does it. In public, hated and love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. Just the glamour life, still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. That presidents drop a gem on there. I'm on earth. These the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night till. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss to death. Remember taking that. Three boys in the Cadillac.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A handoff to Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. what I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
And they are going for it. Darnold, that's to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st down, Darnold. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Darnold from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. A former volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watson off play action. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Watson. Got a man. That's Allison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle,
and it's intercepted at the goal line. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Lucky 56. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
No, check.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
And on the ground they go with a running back. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them special.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Come back, come back! Richmond, Richmond!
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 36 now,
Richmond,
1st and 10.
Target. Richmond, Richmond.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
Target. Come back.
On 1st down, Watson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Richmond.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Reset. Richmond.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Open man is Allison, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now Watson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
We set.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now another timeout here called by the Titans as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They come out here in the eye. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A first down throw, Darnold. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. So if you like field, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They go play action here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, and interceptions, or maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
On second down, here's Fournette. Gets around him. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down.
Gone!
Here's a give to Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
3rd and 2, Watson. And able to find Dorsett. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson dancing to his left. And shoves him off at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Philip Dorsett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. On fourth down, Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season. Here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a pocket. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Darnold. He's got his man. It's Williams. They convert on third with a gain of 22. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
11 more on that one and another first down.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power, and we just saw it on that play.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the check down, he finds Kamara. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Richmond.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
You got him.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And Watson's going to throw it here. Open here is Allison. That's complete. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Kamara. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Got a man. That's Allison. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Richmond. Reset. Black 99 Philly.
And they'll go on the ground. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Throwing now, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete.